afternoon, everybody. Here we are again on a Wednesday at 2 o'clock. And my goodness me, tile number 40. Where's that time gone? But do you know what? I have enjoyed every single session. There's not one I can look back on and think, oh, I wish we hadn't, or maybe we shouldn't. I just think every single one has helped us all to grow and develop and create such beautiful journals and pages and tiles. And there are people that I never even knew I was going to speak to from different countries, even from this country. And I'm just in awe of it all. And it's just wonderful that we keep coming back and that we just carry on with this. And I'm so thankful. And that's something that I think we all need to take with us, isn't it? Hopefully we've made friends and we want to keep this going. So for our 40th tile, oh, hi there everybody. Yeah, our 40th tile. I thought we'd do something a little bit different. I do have a finished sample of this and I will show you later on. But for now, I did sort of put a post out a little earlier about having a tile cut in half. And I don't know if you sort of picked up on that. Or if you didn't, you've got a pair of scissors handy, just snip it in two. And we're going to go for something a little bit, like I say, a little bit different today. So I'm just going to pull out a little bit, and here we go. Oh, hey, Kathy, Pat, Janet, Pat and Pat. Hi there, everybody. Oh, it's just lovely. Oh, Tangle Buddies, love that. So you can see here, look, I've cut it in half. It doesn't matter if it's not exactly in half. I think mine's a touch bigger, but I did guess, that's fine. Oh, hello again from Canada, Lincoln. Oh, it's just lovely to speak to you all. Yeah, oh, Bridget, yeah, it's true, isn't it? You know, and I want lockdown to end, but I don't want this to end. It's just something lovely. So, okay, have I waffled long enough for you to sort of dash and get your scissors, or even just to sort of make a note, or just work with whatever you've got? I'm going to keep it, let's say, simple today. Are they ever simple? Yeah, of course they are. I'm going to use a pen. I've got a pencil, tortillon. Now, this isn't a brand new tortillon. I've actually taken the file to it and created a bit of a point again, so it's nice and clean. And I do have my pencils, my coloured pencils at the ready, just in case we get time and if I feel like I'm going to put some colour in it later. So are we good for going then? Are we okay with this? Okay. If you feel they're necessary, then tape these two together on the back, of course. But for now, I'm just going to leave them separate so you could you could see it. Oh, hey, Elaine. Oh, Bridget. Okay, I hope you've got something nice in your shopping. I'd say a big cream cake, but I can't eat them. Not allowed. It makes me... Oh, no, you don't need to know that. Okay. Deep breath, and here we go. Where am I going to start? I'm going to start by adding a little bit of a border in here, just to give me a little bit of confidence so I know where I'm going. So I'm going to use one tile as a straight edge. And I'm just going to go in. I'm not in the centre, maybe 2/3 over. And I'm going to add in that traditional sort of border. Here we go, look. Down to the bottom. And then I'm going to continue that. There we go. Just putting a little mark there, see? Oh, Simon, yeah, it was posted yesterday. And I did go back to the post office this afternoon before this, and she did, the lady at the post office is brilliant. You just give her all your post, and she puts postage on it. Obviously, you know, you have to pay for it, of course, but yeah, she deals with all of that for me. So I'm going to go in freehand with this. So you can see here that I've just got this sort of line going on. I'm making myself a bit of a border. We have done this before and put ourselves sort of a rectangular shape in, but it's ever so light because it's not going to be there when it's finished. It's just going to help give you a bit of a guidance. I say it's a little bit of a comfort blanket there. Okay. See, that's a bit wide. That's a bit wider. That's all right. I'll just sketch that in. I'm gonna, you know, lose that line a little bit later. There we go. Okay. So, we okay with that then? All right. I'm gonna go straight in with a pen, and I'm just gonna start on this top one here first. So I'm gonna put this one out the way. There we go. So I'm going to start with dot, not right on the edge, but just slightly in from the edge there. See, a dot there, okay? And then I'm going to sort of do one similar place on the other side. Okay. Oh, hey Bernadette, no, don't, you're not late at all, not a problem. We've literally drawn ourselves a rectangle on our two pieces. Our tile we've cut in half, look, and I've put 2 dots in. That's as far as we've got. Okay. So then I'm going to put another dot. I'm going to sort of create a little bit of a square if I can. So let's have one there. One there. You see, so it's sort of formed a little bit of a square. Don't worry if they're not all level, it's not a problem. It's just we're getting them about right. Okay? Oh, okay, Sue, yeah. I'm intrigued too. I'm hoping it's going to work. It will, it'll be fine. I'm sure. And you know what, if not, it'll change, it'll be something different, that's fine too. So I'm just going to continue my way down, sort of forming these little sort of, they're almost box type things. Okay, there we are. So you can see here I come to the bottom of that one and then I'm going to line that one up and imagine that this is going straight across. There we go, look, one there and one there. You see how it just crosses over that section there? And then I'm going to repeat it, same as before, putting these dots in all the way down. You see, just having that line there, I think it just helps you to gauge where you're going a little bit easier. And it's, you're not sort of going off at a diagonal anywhere, we're keeping it within the space. There we go. So let's have a look at that. Okay. All right. Oh, Pat, yes, I am. Tomorrow I'm on at 12 and I've got 2 45-minute shows back to back. So it means I can go there, do my shows and come back. So that'd be nice. It's going to be really hot tomorrow as well, apparently, isn't it? So it'll be quite a warm drive back. Oh, hey, Sandra. Okay, so we've got these way. Don't worry if you've not got the same amount. It really doesn't matter. We'll just see where it goes. Okay? So I'm going to go a little bit larger again. I'm going to start at the top with this first sort of box that we drew here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a curve. Oh, yay. Do you know what? If you're really good, I will show you some samples when we finish this. I've got my board sat here. I'm just prepping demos as we... before I did this. Can you see I've gone slightly over where those dots are? And I'm going to do the same here. So I'm not going round them, I'm just sort of going along there and sort of stopping. So I've got a bit of just a curved line really. Okay? So then I'm going to do another curved line, but this time I'm going from this side round. And you can see there where I've sort of used that edge just to stop me. If you're a little bit far away from it, doesn't matter. I say it was just there as a guide. There you are, see? Okay. So then this, we're always good. Yeah, until I mention, yeah, that word with a Z. I know you, Julie. There you go. See, I've done the other way, same again. Oh, Tina, work, what is that? Yeah, there we go. And then this one. Excuse me. There we go. So you see, each time I'm just swapping it round and just going in, putting that curve in. Oh, but do you know what's coming then, do you? Now I'm actually I'm doing one line and then I'm going back on myself. You don't have to. It's just something I'm obviously in the mood for giving it a little bit more of a dramatic appearance there, but that's okay, you don't have to. There we go. So I'll come to this one. Let's join the two together. And again, you might have, had the forefront to tape them, but that's fine. I could tape, but I'd rather work this way. I think let's get that one out of the way now. And then here we go, up to there. You see, it's not quite touching that line there, but that's okay. Oh, I know, Janet. For anybody that's thinking, what on earth is she talking about, dragons on a chain? We were talking about the Lincoln steampunk event. Yeah. Oh, Bernadette, yeah, hospital. I hope she's not too bad. I hope it's, you know, a routine rather than. Like my stay at hospitals. Oh, the Zoom meeting. All right, Vivian. Enjoy your meeting. There we go. Okay. And when we go into that one. Okay. Could be an hourglass figure, couldn't it? Okay, so you see I've got these sort of rough little shapes here now. I'm going to actually continue. Oh, let me go a little bit bigger so you can see what I've done there. Oh, Bernadette, I'm sorry to hear that. At least she's got you to, you know, to be with her. Oh, yeah, you see I'm just extending that line and I'm just filling it in. Same on this one. That's it, isn't it? With people being ill, you know, the COVID's sort of taken over everything and the things have been, yeah. Hopefully they'll, you know, get back to sorting it now. Hopefully the government will realise how much we need the NHS and actually help it out a bit more. I'm even going to put one there, look, on the end. See? Okay. Yeah, it could be bicycle chain. There are quite a few tangles out there actually about showing you how to do chains and things. So there's a variety and they're all done in different ways, and I'm sure some of the patterns that I've done you might think, oh, I've seen that before, but she doesn't do it the same, and that's fine. We all have our own little versions. There we go. See, to me, look, these ones here look like little headphones, don't they? Aww. That's it. Yeah, everybody's got their own way of doing it. If you could find a way that you find easier, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so let's have a look at that so far. All right. So this wonky sort of in and out, in and out. Oh, so I'm going to make that one a little bit more defined there. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to go larger again and I'll start work back on that top one. Okay, so deep breath for this. Whew. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create some little auras, or I'm going to draw around the shape. So here, look, I'm going to nice gently, just taking my time. So don't you know, sort of press on with your pen too much. Just nice and gently ease it along. You see here where it looks a bit unfinished? Let's bring it back on itself. Finish it there. Okay. Now this one, I'm going to put the aura, draw around that line on the other side. Like that. Okay. And then on the other, just let the pen do the work. Just let it flow. Don't try and force it round. Just be gentle with it and just guide it nice and slow from one side to the other. There we go. Get it round. One side to the other. There we go. Oh, Nadia, gosh, you know, if you're okay now, but Bernadette, you know, send your sister all our love. We're all thinking of her. There we go. So I'm going around that one as though the two are joined. Oh, is it Bernadette? Yeah, I always like to keep you on your toes and change things up a little bit. I say it's, see how it goes. Okay, just nice and gently working working from one side to the other. No pressure, no rush. The only thing that matters is that line that I'm drawing around. Forget everything else that's gone. Just focus on this line. And that's all you need to worry about. That line to there. And then I'm going to bring that one into there. Okay. So here we go. Going back to the top, and now I'm going to do the same on this side. So remember here we did this line, but we don't want to leave this with nothing there, and we're going to bring that back in on itself. Oh, Rihanna, no, don't do it. The ice cream one, only if it's Mr. Whippy and strawberry sauce. It has to be worth the calories, doesn't it, really? So if you're going to do it, you might as well put a flake in as well. Gosh. There we go. And straight down with this one. And with this one. Okay, so I'm back at that point where I need my other half tile. There we go. As I say, if you've taped yours, you won't have a problem here, but if you haven't, just be gentle with it. Oh, Pat, it's your birthday. Oh. Are you doing something nice? You know? I know you can't particularly, can't all go out as such, but it's coming, isn't it? So we had a wedding anniversary back in May, and it's like, what are we going to do? Well, we'll worry about it. We're thinking about having some patio furniture. Because obviously, as you know, we've had the garden done. So we've got to work out, but we've got to go and sit on it, haven't we? I think we've got to have $1.99. Well, that's true, Julie. Do you know, ice cream with me as well, fresh cream, milk and that kind of thing. I've never been diagnosed or anything, but it does give me a pulley tummy if I drink milk and stuff. But yeah, happy birthday for tomorrow. Hey! We'll all pretend to eat a fresh cream cake with you. Okay, so far so good then. Are we all there? Are we all seeing what we're doing? Okay, I'm going to pick just a couple of these spaces. I'm not going to do this on every single one. So I'm going to leave it this sort of size so you can see where I'm at with it. I'm going to choose maybe this one here. Now you can see that it looks as though it's going underneath this one. You see? Part of a sort of shape, isn't it? So I'm going to take this line and I'm going to follow it round into sort of that ovally shape, and I'm going to bring it back and into this one here. You see? And then same with that outline. Again, just nice and slow. I'm just letting the pen do the work, so I'm not pressing on and not really holding my pen tightly. So I've got this little bit of an oval in there. Okay. So I'm gonna choose another. I think I'm gonna go with this one here. And I'm gonna do the same again. So I'm following that line underneath. Back round, sort of over that seam and back into this one, and then the same with this one. Okay, I've got two at the minute. Let's put one. I'm going to put one down here. Oh yeah, I'm going to put another one this side. Now you can do this with all of them, but I've got other plans for some of the others, so I don't want to do too many. So I think maybe three is enough. It gives the sort of sense, doesn't it, that it's sort of moving. Yeah. Oh, is it? It's gone a bit blurry. Oh, don't know why. Let's just move it up a little bit. Let's see if that helps. I'm in my room where my internet is. Let's move on to this next bit then. I'm going to come and work at the top here. Is that still blurry? Hmm. Okay, let's go a bit larger. Okay, so I'm working now on this sort of section here at the top. Is it still blurry? Oh, I don't know what it is. Okay, what's the best thing to do? I'm not quite sure. It could be, Joe, yeah, it could be. Okay, I'm just going to keep going with it a little bit and see how we sort of get on. I'm hoping that it might sort itself out. Well, I've got my full signal, so I don't know. Or is it? Oh, no. Okay, well, I'll talk you through it. Oh, it's okay now. It must have been a moment then, I don't know. All right, now there's lots of different patterns you can use for this, and I am going to go with an old favourite, which is my sort of curve that comes back to a point. Oh, okay. Whoosh, and then back down. All right. So it's, if you don't want to do this one and you want to do one of the others, you know, then that's absolutely fine. Oh, good. I'm glad it's a bit better. But I'm gonna go with this one. If you want to change it up a bit, that's fine. Let's have some coming out of this side too. So yeah, stop there. Oh, does it? Yeah. Perhaps it's mine. Perhaps because I'm moving. But I can't not put my hand in. Oh, you won't see what I'm doing. There you go. See, I hold my pen further out. And then I'm going to put another one sort of here. Let's have another one here. Okay. All right. So it's nothing, isn't it, if we don't put a zinger in. Well, there's my little dot look, and I'm going to draw those little lines getting smaller and smaller. See, I knew you'd love that. And let's put another one in. There. They can be as big or as small as you like. There we go. Might even put one here, look, just because I can. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna bring one here too. And let's see how I stop there and then come back in on it. I think that's a good way to sort of think, if you're not quite getting that curve and coming back in, then it's quite a nice way to sort of give yourself permission to stop and then bring it back. Okay, let's have a little one there. And I quite like almost that you do it and you come around and you take off and then you put back on. It's almost like using an ink pen, isn't it? And you know, having to go back and dip your ink, it's just quite nice to do. And again, let's have one of those little zingers in there. Oh, hey Yvonne. I'll stick you with us. I'm going to put that, but I'm just going to add a little blob on the end. You know, it's sort of a little stem from there. Okay. Let's just have a couple coming out here. Nothing. I don't want to do the same all the way down, but let's just have a couple. Let's have a look at that so far. Okay. Let's put this one with it. Okay. So I'm going to come down. I'm going to leave it there now. I'm coming down to this one here, and in there, back down. Oh, hi Mars. And that's another one here. I think once you start with these and you get into sort of the routine and you've done one and you think, oh, I've got it now, they are addictive. But they give it that little bit of an extra flourish that you might not get with some of the other tangles. Something very ornate about it, isn't there? Back in. And again, let's go in and add a bit over there. Oh, now the beauty of this one, like it can go, oh, let's go under. Yeah. Okay, one coming out here. Let's have this one going under too. Oh, that's got to have another one now, isn't it, there? There we are. Okay. And let's have a little bit of this bottom one here. There we go. You don't have to count how many. Let's go underneath there as well. It's each one's individual, each one's different. So you know, don't sort of look at that one and think, oh, I've got to do that again. It's not the case at all. It's just working on each one individually. Each one's a miniature little work of art, isn't it? There you go. See, I couldn't do tile 40 and not have zingers, could I? Okay, I'm going to turn it round. All right, looks different from this perspective, doesn't it? Each time it's going to look slightly different. So, shall we go? I'm not going to sort of... I'm going to go up here. I think it needs a bit of something here. There we go. And follow that round. Oh, let's have one there. You see this? I didn't particularly put this in the middle, and I think that's quite a nice feature as well. You don't have to seriously measure it and think, oh, I've got to get that in the middle. And this balances it up now because you can do different things with it. And it just makes it like you know, you seriously meant it not being in the middle, which is a good thing. 'Cause I didn't measure it. I guessed. There we are. Let's have another one there. See, I'm getting a bit addicted to these now, look. Okay. Let's come down and I'm going to do... yeah, I'm going to do this one. Again, I'm not after doing a mirror image of what I've got there. Oh, I know, Catherine. I've not put any bubbles on yet, though, have I? No. I'm quite conscious of them now. You think I'm addicted to them. But, so I might not even put any on yet. That's rebellious talk, isn't it? There you go. Might just have a little one there, look. And then let's put one of those in. I love how they sort of curl. You don't quite know which way they're going to go until you've started drawing those first two sort of curves. And then as soon as it's it's sort of done, it's going its own way. Yeah, look. And let's have a few here. Oh, hi Jenny. Yeah, it's another different one. I say, with it being, you know, tile number 40, I felt like we'd got to do something a little bit different. And so we've split the tile into two. I know we've split one into 4 before and done little ones, but I quite like the shape of this. We've done a shape like this before, but we did 2 tiles, didn't we? So we've got sort of twice the width of this, of course, but there you go, I'm going to need to put that line on there, because I'm crossing over there. Little dot look right in the middle of that, there you go. Okay, and I might just put just a couple there. Okay, one there, look. Okay, let's have a look at that so far. So it doesn't matter which way round it goes, really, does it? I quite like that little flourish up the top there. It sort of looks like it was meant to be, but then let's turn it round. You see, just as nice. It can be anyway, couldn't it? I might have to make a decision later, but not yet. Okay. Oh, Simon, I'm glad you like the bubbles. I do like the bubbles. All right. So next bit then, we have got a couple of these gaps left. So what I'm going to do, I'll enlarge it again so we can see. I'm going to turn my tile that way, and I'm just going to have just a couple of little lines, you know, with the little bobble on the end coming out. just to sort of give it a little bit of additional interest. We don't want it all the same. They don't have to be the same way. There you are, look. See, I've got another one up here that I can do the same thing with. And of course, turn your tile so it's more comfortable for you to work. Right, just a few there. So I don't want them to be exactly the same. And then I've got one here, look. So I'm not looking at the ones I've done before. I'm just each time doing my own thing with it. And putting in whatever I want to put in. Let's have a larger one. There you go. Okay. Let's have a look at that then. Okay. So we need to have a look now at this centre section. Oh, hi Di. So let's work it up a little bit more. I'm going to start at the top where my top bit is at the moment, okay? And I'm just going to gauge where I'm working. Let's have a look. So I'm going to start in the middle of this. Oh, hey Sheila. Put a little dot. And middle of this, put a dot. See? I'm just sort of giving myself a bit of a gauge because I'm going to go from here. I'm going to follow that curve to there. And then that curve to there. You see? Curve to there. Curve to there. Okay. So then let's move down. And again, I'm not gonna go right to there. I'm gonna sort of give it a little bit of just a little gap. And same again, curve to there, and to there. See, you don't have to put that dot in. There, and to there. Okay. Oh, Ruth, that's all right. You can go back and check later. I think there was a little bit of a blurry bit in the middle where the signal was a little bit dodgy, but I think it's okay now. So I'm going to continue sort of down, putting these little curvy shapes in. Okay. So I'm just, gauging the centre-ish and just sort of working towards that, but I'm leaving a bit of a gap. Don't have to. Alright, last one here. There we are. Alright. So I'm going to put a dot in the middle there. Now that's just screaming, isn't it, for a gel pen? But for now I'm just going to leave it as that. I might come back and do that in a short while, or a bit of glitter, but leave it like that for now. Okay. Absolutely, Julie. Yeah, great minds and all that. Okay. So if I just go around now, and I'm just going to put that little faux stitching type of look either side. Now you can do that side, then that side, or you can go all the way down one side, whatever's comfortable for you. I'm not going to go around the corners though, I'm just going to go side to side. See, so I've not put one at the top there, well, you can if you like. Just to finish it, it's entirely up to you. Anyway, Alec, so all the way through there, and along that one, and then down that one. Something about putting this sort of stitch in, it gives it a little bit of a difference, doesn't it? Imagine these as gems, colouring those in that way. That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? When having it backed in a colour that matches, that would be lovely. But just for today, I've got all the plans for it. But you can do that if you like, or you can just take every other one and add some colour. I'm going to change things a little bit. There we go, just putting this stitching in. See how it starts to all work together, doesn't it? You get more of a pattern as you go in. And each little line builds up to create more depth and more design. Look. And it would, April, yeah, wouldn't it? Do we all read books anymore? Are they all on the computer now or on your tablets? I know some people prefer the touch and feel of a book, don't they? Okay. Oh, Ruth, you need to, yes. Actually, I've got a fantastic sample. I don't know if I've got it handy with the new stuff, but yeah, Leslie's done an embroidered one for me. Yeah, oh, it's divine. Yeah, I don't think I might have it here. I'll see. I'll have a look in a minute. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to work with this first one, this one at the bottom here. Now, I'm going to go in with a lovely paradox. So I'm going to start here and pull outwards to there. And then start here and come outwards. Then here and outwards. You see, every time I'm starting at the point where I left off and I'm just pulling out a little bit. See? Each little section at a time. Okay, now if you feel it more comfortable to turn it, then turn it. Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could, Tracy, absolutely. If you've if you got the pencil box in the bundle last time, there's a stencil with it with dots on it, and that will give you the dots that you need to do this. You see here, look, I've missed one, and then I'm coming back in and I'm adding that pattern into this next section here. You just get into flow with it after a bit, and you see I'm just continuing that little curve shape. Oh, Nadia, yeah, I know what you mean. The smell of a book. It's the smell of a library. I've not been into a library in years. Yeah, I like books. I used to make books actually. You know, when I was sort of younger, and I used to make, you know, quite artistic-y, decorative ones and concertina ones and all sorts. I loved it. Loved it. There you go. You could, yes, letters. I'm liking the way you're thinking here. Okay, so every other one, as you can see now, has got that pattern in. There you go. So the ones that are left, so let's put that in. What I'm going to do now is, I'm going to work on this top section here. I'm going to add another line in there, you see? And then I'm going to fill it. Okay. And then the next one, I'm going to put another line, same as before. And then colour it in. And then the same with this one. And colour that in. And just to give that a sense now that we're going to have that going underneath, I'm going to take some of these. Let's go from here, look, and bring those sort of down here and round. Just a couple, so it gives the impression that it's see-through. Yeah, oh, sorry, Catherine, we'll catch up later. Obviously, must be something in the air today, mustn't there? That's causing problems. There we go, there's a little one there. It just sort of gives the effect that it's going underneath. So see here, let's go in with this one. Let's have that there. And just a little baby zinger, look. There you go. Okay. So I'm going to put my pen down for a moment now, and I'm going to go in with my pencil. Let's have a look. I'm going to enlarge so you can see this top section first. So I'm going to do it all the way down, as you can probably guess. So where this looks like it's going underneath, I'm going to add some pencil there. See, I've gone in quite heavy. Same on the other side. So let's do that, going all the way down first. Let's do one bit at a time. Alright, just quite heavy, top to bottom there. And even, you know, when I come to the bottom bit, I'm just going to keep repeating. Oh, I know, Tracy, yeah. Is it bad that we all know what gremlins are? Yeah. Can't even remember the year of that film. Was it 80s? I think it was 80s, wasn't it? See, look, my newly filed clean tortillon. I'm just going to gently, you see, I'm just going to sort of follow that curve a little bit. Smooth it off with the little circles first and then gradually sort of pull it out a little bit, you see? Gives it that shade we need. Okay. Same with the next one. So I'll just sort of start to soften that edge and then pull it out a bit. There you go. See, look, tortillon's as good as new. All I used is a little nail file. And just, you know, filed it all towards a point. It cleans it off and it gives it more life. It'll last for ages. There you are. Oh, 84. Oh, gosh. I'm not even going to say how old I was in 1984. I was 20 years younger than John, though. So he's not in today, so he'll not have heard that. There you go. See here, so notice here, I'm not putting any shade on this bit because that's underneath. And that would sort of spoil the illusion, won't it? So we just want to go on the top there. Okay. And see, this one doesn't matter because that's there. But you notice again, I've left that white, or the white of the paper showing. So I'm not going all the way around with this. I think it's sort of as given now. We've got the hang of that. But if you've not done this before, we always try and leave a bit of white of the paper. So the darks look darker and the lights look lighter, and it gives it that three-dimensional illusion. So we get lighter and lighter. There we go, softly. See, less pressure on the tortillon as you go round. Okay. So back in with the pencil. Now, looking at these auras that we worked on. And I'm going to add a little bit of pencil where you sort of get to an end, see? So sort of each, it's a little bit, even there if you can, maybe. It's pretty dark there anyway, so it perhaps doesn't need it. Even here, look, on this section, I'm going to add some there too. And on those outer edges there. I'm just going to work my way down. See, same on there. Like I said, if it's crossing underneath, it's going to be in shadow. Same there, look. Just either side. On to the next. Oh, and that one there. Tortillon again. And I'm just, this is why I sharpened my tortillon, is because they're quite narrow, and all I'm going to do is just drag that graphite along that shape. Oh, see, I missed that one. There's probably enough graphite on my tortillon, if I'm honest, but let's pull that on, you see. And just pulling it towards the centre each time. Same here. And that one. And into this one. And just working it round again, leaving that little bit of white. And if you've not put enough pencil on and you think, oh, it's not enough and it's not showing so much, you can always go back and add. Or if you put too much, you can always go in with a rubber or a white pen or pencil. Okay, Let's have a look at that. Oh, look at that, how pretty is that? Of course, we do need a little bit on these shapes because we want them to look a little bit three-dimensional. So there's my familiar little smirky line. Looks like they've got a sort of a side smile almost. I'm keeping with the same side. You don't have to, but I think it's nice. I like to sort of keep it that way on occasion. Okay. So just adding that little. So if it's quite small and you can't, then just a touch of graphite, you know, just so you can smooth it round. Just a little bit. There we go, each one. There you go, almost done. And in with those. Oh, a little bit there, look, as well. And of course, before I go in with the tortillon, I'm going to go to my paradox. And let's go a little bit bigger so you can see. See where it sort of starts to fan out? I'm going to put my pencil at the bottom of the fan. You see? And same here. So here's the bottom of this sort of where it starts to fan out. I'm just adding pencil there. Okay, same with this one. Just a little bit. Fantastic pattern this, I love it. And you know, it fits in a lot of different spaces, doesn't it, as well? It's nice to see. You can do it on its own or just as a little bit. So, okay, I'm just now literally stroking that line that I've drawn and I'm just pulling it around a little bit, but I'm keeping the whiteness if I can. Smirk. Not like a minion there, then aha. Alright. And then of course, don't forget those in the middle. Oh, it's nice to know we're all still into our books then. So this could be a bookmark. Of course, you know, if you're going to put it into a book, the ideal thing would be to sort of give it a bit of a fixative. And although I sort of suggest hairspray, I don't think that would fix it enough, you know, when it's in and out of a book all the time. So you do need some sort of spray varnish or something that'll make sure it sort of stays on the paper and not going onto your book pages. It'd be worth getting. I've got some spray and sparkle, so you know you can add a bit of sparkle at the same time. It's not too much, you know, if you don't want too much sparkle, it's quite nice. Okay, of course we've got those little zingers, so you can just add a little bit to the sides, see there? And then of course if you're into putting a drop shadow, a little bit of pencil to the side, just, you know, quite close, because you're going to smooth that. Might even do that on them, see, just a little bit. And you see it's not quite as far out. There you go. Just work my way up there. Yeah, you could, oh yeah, you could laminate it, yeah, if you have a laminator. Or if not, you can get just clear sticky sheets, can't you? You could use that as just clear sticky sheet that would, you know, sticks to it, and you know, like you used to do with your books when you were at school. Or was it wallpaper? Sometimes you used wallpaper to cover them, so you could tell which one was yours. I never understood that. You could use the wallpaper and you could, you know, put clear cover on, but you couldn't doodle on them. So you can imagine I used to get into trouble for that. Doodling on my books. Like even when I was, you know, if I go back to my old teacher books, you know, I used to make notes when you were in meetings and stuff. I think even them are all in the margins and everything. You'll find that I will have put pictures. And you can tell how good the meeting was or not by how much I managed to draw or how detailed it was. And of course, you know, if it was raining outside, you'd have pictures of umbrellas and stuff. So you could tell what things are like. It's nice, I suppose, to look back. Actually, I must look them out. There you go. So I could go in and, you know, I'd drop shadows to all the little curvy bits as well, but you know, sometimes you want to sort of, you have to look and think, is that enough? Have I done enough there? If I put too many drop shadows in, is it just going to be all graphite? Oh, wrapping paper, see, yeah, you were special then, weren't you, if you got wrapping paper. Right, now I mentioned earlier about using coloured pencils. What I am going to do, you see, I've just got a little line inside there. I'm just going to remove them. I know it's something that we don't normally do, but they're quite noticeable. So I'm just going to take them off. Just don't need them at all. I'm not taking all, I'm just taking it where it's really noticeable. So yeah, coloured pencil. Now you think, well, we've used graphite and we've shaded it all in with that. I don't really want to go in and do anything else. But that's okay. You don't have to. What I'm going to do, I've got a purple. So let's go in and remember where we sort of first shaded. So sort of here in these sections. Now at this point, I don't need to do any shading because I've already done it. So I'm just going in and adding some purple where those darker areas are. You see? And then I've got a slightly lighter purple. I'm just going to add that lighter purple in. You see, because I've already done the shading, it sort of makes things a bit easier, and it's not as much pressure because you're not working straight onto white paper anymore. You're just working onto where the graphite was. And it just gives it a hint of colour. So there you go, I'm going to do the same thing back to that dark colour. Oh, do they? Didn't know Clarity Stamps did that. There you go, that solves your problem. Yeah. But you know, everybody's different and do what you like with it. Still make a great journal page. Imagine doing this on the base of a card, you know, as a border. Who would ever believe that you'd drawn it from scratch? I think that's always the thing, isn't it? They always look really impressive and people are like, really, have you drawn that? And it doesn't take lots and lots of skill or years of practice. It's something that you can do. And the main thing, you know, you get all this enjoyment from it and hopefully a bit of a relax and a chill out whilst you're doing it. And then obviously you get the pleasure of passing it on to somebody in the form of a card if you can bear to part with it. So I'm just, you know, adding in that slightly lighter purple there. Okay, let's have a look at that. See, it just gives it a little bit of something. Let's find, need a bit of a pinky colour. Okay, so a little bit of pink, and I'm just going to add it just a little bit, like on the ends. See, and again, I'm not colouring. I'm almost doing what I did with the tortillon, you know, where I just stroked that bit of pencil. I'm just going in and adding that little bit. Oh my, yeah, see now, gift and card at the same time. That would be nice, wouldn't it? I always liked those kinds of cards because you sort of think it's nice to have a card, but it's nice to have something as well that you can sort of take with you. Actually, I've got a bookmark as well, a mum now, a lady, when she went to the prom, she was in my tutor set, she brought me a bunch of flowers. They were beautiful, and I've still got some of them that I pressed and put into a bookmark. And although I don't necessarily use it as a bookmark, it's there in my little trinkets and treasures. It's just a nice thing to do, isn't it? It's just nice to keep. Okay, let's have a look at that. Oh, yeah. Alright, I'm going to stick with a bit more pink. Yeah, Bridget, yeah, that's absolutely fine too in your journal. Mine will go into my journal. Although I must admit I'm a little bit behind on putting tiles in. I've got that syndrome, you know, where you don't start a new journal because you think, oh, I want it to be nice. So it's sat on my desk ready and all the tiles are sort of piling up. So yeah, I need to get on with it. Maybe after the show, because obviously I'm prepping demos for that first, so I'll get them done. Never really did Christmas in June before. It's been a bit odd, but I'm really into it now. I'm getting into it. All ready to go tomorrow. Look at that. Yeah. Might even use the other end of my pink, you know, just to sort of add a touch into those little locks that I did, the little hooks. There we go. Oh, look at that. Yeah, see, not a bubble in sight, although you could go in with a gel pen and put a bubble in if you wanted to. So let's sign it. There you go. That's lovely, isn't it? Just nice with that bit of pink and purple. Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? Now, I know you're all talking about bookmarks. Let's have a look. Let's just take that out a little bit. So there's... And when you think, you know, that's a tile, it's not taken much paper and card, has it? I have done one here. Oh, look. Hang on, let me put some paper around it. Oh, let me find a bit of paper so we can see it other than the board. Here we go. There we go. And look, oh, God, bookmark's got to have a tassel on, hasn't it? So I did have to make my decision as to where I was going to put that. But there you can see, if I just make it a little bit larger... Look, I added a touch of red in, but I don't know if you, yeah, you can see it. There you are. That's a spray and glitter. So it's like a varnish, but it's also got a hint of glitter, and it's not really seriously in your face at all. I mean, that's just, if you look, that's a matte black card. But then on the other side, you can see that it's got that sheen on it. And then I actually went over the top with pencils afterwards. So, you know, you can change it about if you want. So that's that one. And then this is the one that we've just done. And again, you can see here I have got the bubbles on with a gel pen. I just thought it was something nice. And again, it's a little bit of a reminder, isn't it? You know, you keep it in your book or whatever. But, you know, do whatever you want to do with it. Put it into your journal. Give it as a gift. It's nice. Even if you wanted to sort of split it. Oh, see, now I'm getting ideas, look. And then you could continue this pattern on the page, on the journal page. So I'll go a bit further and continue this. So even maybe, I was going to raise this with some foam pads so it sort of gives it some dimension. There's lots of things you can do with it, isn't there? So I hope you've enjoyed that one. Our 40th tile. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed doing that one, and just as I have all of them. So I'm constantly, you know, you keep me on my toes, coming up with different things, and I keep you on your toes as well, trying new challenges. So yeah, I was looking at Christmas stuff for tomorrow. Do you want to see it? Oh, you're welcome, Tracy. You're more like Angeline too. So let's move that out of the way for a minute. I'll have two sets of stencils for you tomorrow. One is known as the and I've called it Let's Do Christmas because I don't always do Christmas. Well, I don't do Christmas in June, so you know, a couple of my team are always like, let's do Christmas, so that's what I've called it. So this is the first one, and this is primarily to do cards with. So you can see here that you've got two frames. There's the other one. So you've got a square and a rectangle. And again, I've added a touch of colour on there. They don't have to be Christmas. See, that one doesn't have to be Christmas. But then look, look at the tree. And the pine cone. And the snowflake. Oh, it's just lovely. And then, of course, you've got a bell in there. And as you know, they're not just to draw around. These are what you're going to be creating for yourself. So that's the first set. Second set, I've decided to go with wreaths, Christmas wreaths. Again, they don't have to be Christmas. So there's one of, oh, look at that poinsettia in the middle, because of course there's the poinsettia. And then you've got, I had to put it in, a Christmas moon. And then of course you've got another vine there, which again you can build up, do whatever you want to do with it. And there's the other one. That's a slightly more, it looks cake-like, doesn't it? But I think it's slightly more sort of, it's a bit simpler to do. They're just lovely. So I've got a few things. I did say I have got an embroidery version here. Just give me 1 second, because I remember where I put it. But it's in a bag, so I'm going to rustle. And I'm sure she won't mind me sharing it. It's only amongst friends. And here we go. So, looking at the centre section, hang on a second. There we go. So looking at that one, it is this one. So yeah, this is the first time I've shown it to anybody. So apart from maybe 1, 2 people, and they've only seen one of them. So I hope you like them. I've really enjoyed doing them, and I'm really enjoying working on the demo prep for tomorrow. So yeah, that's what's coming. So I hope, as I say, I hope you like them. But yeah, oh, the Christmas moon's just lovely. I am going to demo the Christmas moon tomorrow. I have to. So if you get a chance, record it maybe, or you know, get to come and watch, and you know, send some pictures in. Hopefully they'll show us some. So yeah, that's it. That's as much as I can show you, and I'll see you all tomorrow. So yeah, post pictures of yours. Let me see what you've been doing with your little bookmarks or your borders, or even if you just did a small version of this, even a tile as a frame. Oh, that would look divine. So okie dokie. I'm going to get back to getting some work done, or else I won't have any demos to show you tomorrow. And yeah, enjoy. Hope you've had a good one with this, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. But I will speak to you all again on Friday at 2 o'clock, usual time, for tile number 41. All right, everybody, you take care and stay safe. Enjoy the sunshine, but not too much. And I'll see you soon. All right, take care. Bye.